So you want to learn how to play Genji? Well, do I have a guide for you? This is Good Guy Griffo, and this is my guide on how to play Genji Shimada. Genji has always been one of the most popular characters amongst the cast, and it isn't hard to see why. He is so fun to play, as there is no better feeling than chaining together swift strikes and deflecting damage to force people to kill themselves. But you'll find, most Genjis you meet don't actually know how to play him effectively, and play way too aggressively, solo diving into their backline, which in most cases just isn't correct. So, if this isn't correct, what is the best way to play Genji? To know what is the best way to play Genji, we should look at his strengths and his weaknesses. So let's start with strengths. He has high vertical mobility. He's got great engage and disengage with Swift Strike. He has huge team-wide potential with Dragon Blade, and he is great at confirming kills. Now onto his weaknesses. He has low sustained DPS, he cannot solo engage onto teams, he's got weak 1v2 and 1v3 potential, and he's quite hard to learn. From this, we can see that Genji lacks in the ability to frontline and apply pressure onto the enemy team with raw damage, but instead is best used when he can find low HP targets to start to change kills from. His best playstyle is slightly separated from his team, on a slightly off angle, spamming shurikens into the enemy team, building ult charge. And then when you notice a low HP target, you commit onto them and try and chain kills from there. Before I talk about Dragon Blade and hero specific matchup, let's go over some general Genji tips. To commence a dive, you should primary fire, dash, secondary fire, then melee onto a target, to try and burst them down. If you can secondary fire someone to hit the target, it is much better than using primary fire, as it has a higher DPS. You can cancel deflect early by wall climbing, allowing you to shoot faster. You can help out your frontline by deflecting damage for 2 seconds, giving them a chance to get some healing. When deflect ends, you should be able to get a fan melee combo off before they can shoot you. If you go in for a dive, make sure you can get out alive. Genji's ult Dragon Blade is probably the flashiest ult in the game, with such potential and yet so much at risk. By itself, the ult can be good for 1 or 2 pickoffs, but you cannot go diving into the enemy team alone with just your blade. However, if you have nano boost, things become different. With nano, Genji has enough damage reduction and raw damage to allow him to survive through his ult and kill the entire enemy team. The following tips are assuming that you do not have nano. Never go for a hero with an escape, such as Lucio, Mercy or Moira, as they will just evade you and you will not get the dash reset. Never go for tanks unless it is the only people left, as they have too much HP for you to kill. If they transcend or Lucio ult, do not go in. They will kill you before you kill them, so just wait it out and trade the ult charge. Remember, you can cancel the animation of putting the sword away by wall climbing. The following tips and advice are assuming that you have nano. Slicing then instantly dashing will be a one-shot combo. You can kill through Transcendence if you slash and dash fast enough. Against a Lucio who has got beat, instantly go for him and one-shot him, cancelling his ult. That does it for ult-specific tips. Now on to hero matchups. Against Ana's, do not duel her unless she is alone. Engage with primary fire, dash, fan, melee combo, then instantly reflect to try and catch her abilities. Throughout the game, remember if she waits till you deflect to use anti or sleep, and try and bait her out. Against McCree, he is one of your worst matchups, so keep your distance at all times. Against Zenyatta's, you should always be looking to pick them off when they are alone, weak or out of position, as he cannot defend himself and will always be an easy kill. Against an Orisa, try and get behind their shield or off to the side to ensure your damage is hitting the enemy team and not the shields. Against Reinhardt, reflecting his fire strike denies him the ult charge that he needs and helps you to farm up your own ult. Anyway, I hope you guys learned something from this, and if you did, why not like and subscribe if you aren't already. If any of you want a specific video request, leave it down below and I'll see what I can do. Till next, see you then.
My phone lights up, but it's never you. I can't help but feel so lonely, and all these things that I can't undo.